Welcome to Simply Money. Today we're going to talk about 10 tips for successful investing. We're going to look at a few things here, and I hope most of this is new to you. If it's not, maybe it's a refresher for you, or you can share this with somebody you think may be able to use this information to help them become a successful investor as well. So let's dive right in. Number one, you need to have an understanding of investment basics. That's what this whole channel is about, helping people understand managing money and investment basics. I've done videos on what investment strategies you can use. I've done videos on what HSAs are, 401ks, IRAs, understanding stocks and ETFs, mutual funds, going through all of these things. We're not going to get into all of that here, but you can check out the channel and the videos there. Go to some of the playlists and learn the basics, the key concepts every investor should know before you make any investment. Even if you're using a financial advisor, you should understand investment basics because they are supposed to educate you and they are supposed to help you make the decision, because bottom line, you're making the decision. So number one, understanding investment basics. Number two, setting investment goals. We've talked about this before on this channel. It's important to have goals. If you don't know what your goal is, what it is you're saving for, what it is you're investing for, you will make mistakes. You need to understand how to determine your investment objectives. Are you investing for income? Are you investing for growth? Are you investing to preserve your capital? There are so many different things you should understand, and understanding these investment goals is number one, because your goals will be different from other people's. I don't tell you what to invest in because your goals are different than my goals. Your friends shouldn't tell you what to invest in because their goals are different than yours. The first thing you need to do to make investment goals is understand what is your objective. Number three is you need to understand risk tolerance assessment, knowing how much risk you can handle. We've talked about terms like beta. When you're talking on ETF, we'll have a beta and how it compares to the S&P 500. Does it fluctuate more or less than the S&P 500? One is that it's equal with the S&P 500. Below one means it's not as volatile. Not going to get you as high of reward, nor as low on the risk. Above one means it's going to be more volatile. It may go down further than the S&P 500, but it will also probably go up higher than the S&P 500. Can you handle the risk? Can you handle the roller coaster? Understanding risk tolerance assessment is important to knowing your investment objectives and what you can stomach, what you can handle. If the stock market starts fluctuating, if it starts going down, are you going to panic and sell? Because if you do, that's a horrible thing and you don't want to be invested in that. Number four, stock market basics. This is different than investment basics. This is particular to the stock market. Introduction to investing in stocks is important. Understanding what stocks are, how they function, how they reward you, and what risk you're taking with them. I am not a proponent of people investing in individual stocks unless it's a small portion of their total portfolio. I encourage people to invest in mutual funds or ETFs to spread out and diversify their investments. But you need to understand the stock market as a whole, the basics of how it works and what is happening. Things included in this would be things like expense ratio. How much is the ETF or mutual fund costing you? Understanding dividends. So many different things about stocks and the stock market that you should start learning about before investing. Number five, bonds and fixed income. What are the benefits of investing in bonds? What are the drawbacks of it? Do you understand what bonds are and how they're used? Are they part of your portfolio? And if so, how much? And why are you picking that portion to be in bonds? Understanding what bonds and fixed income is important in the diversification of your portfolio. And you need to understand why people teach about investing in bonds and knowing how that fits into your objective. Number six, real estate investment. Exploring the real estate market is so exciting. but it's not for everybody. Maybe you want to invest in real estate through an ETF, through a REIT, or perhaps you want to have a brick and mortar investment. Maybe you buy houses and you rent them out. Or perhaps you get into commercial real estate, which has less turnover and higher profitability typically. Do you want to be a landlord? Do you want to deal with the calls? Do you want to deal with the headaches that come with being in real estate? These are things to consider. Are you going to be leveraging yourself with real estate, or are you going to save and invest in cash so you don't have any debt to that real estate? These are all decisions you have to make. I have my opinion, and you have to make your opinion based on what you have decided your investment objectives are. Mutual funds and ETFs. Number 7. You have to understand this. This goes back to understanding investment basics. This goes back to understanding the stock market basics. What are mutual funds and what are ETFs? What are the differences and benefits of these investment vehicles? They're so important for you to understand the differences in choosing which one you want to invest in, or which multiple ones you want to invest in, because they each serve a different purpose. Just because it says a mutual fund or ETF doesn't mean it fits your investment objective. You have to understand the objective of your investment style, and then you have to understand the investment style of those mutual funds and ETFs. And you can find all of that online. I like going to Yahoo Finance. It's a great way to get an overview of the companies, of the holdings, the expenses, of the historical performance, all sorts of information available. All you have to do is put in the ticker symbol. Number 8, retirement accounts. I've done a video on what are the differences between IRAs, 401ks, the Roth or traditional IRA, the HSA. These are different things you can learn about. The SEP, self-employment pension plan. Are you self-employed and need to invest in your retirement? There are so many different avenues you can use. What are the tax benefits? What are the benefits in retirement? You need to understand these and take advantage of the benefits each one provides you. Number 9, investing in commodities. What are the pros and cons of commodity investments? I'm not big on commodity investments, but some people are, and you need to understand that, because if you're hearing about it, if you're tempted to invest in it, you better understand it. What are commodities? How do they work? What do they do? What are the benefits of it? What are the drawbacks of it? These are all important elements. Investing in commodities should be a step you take into successful investing. And number 10 tip for successful investing, monitoring and rebalancing. Keeping your portfolio aligned with your goals. Let's say, for example, you want 50% of your investment in growth and 50% of your investment in income producing. So you have 2 ETFs, one's for growth, one's for income. But let's say the growth one has done really good and the income one has done poorly, and now it makes up 60 and 40% because this one's down and this one's up. How often are you going to balance and rebalance your portfolio? What that would require would be selling part of the growth and investing it into the income ETF to bring them back to the 50-50. Or are you going to do it annually to see if they balance themselves out? Are you going to do it quarterly, annually, every 5 years? That's up to you. It all depends on your investment objectives and strategies. So monitoring and rebalancing by keeping your portfolio aligned to your goals. Keep your goals in the forefront of your mind and know what it is you're trying to achieve. These are the 10 tips for successful investing. I hope it helps you out. Check out some of the resources on our channel. Go to the link in the description, the first link on our platform. We have everything you need educational-wise, everything you need resource-wise, whether it's finding insurance, finding investment tools, anything you need. We have all these tools and tips. It's in a mall. It's like going shopping for all things money. And we'll see you next time on Simply Money.